Hello, this is DracoFlame67, and welcome back to the Tales of Symphonia Boss Tour Remastered. This time, we are fighting a trio of bosses that can be found in Welgaia toward the end of the game. These are all optional battles. On my first time playing through the game, I did not realize they were optional battles, and I thought you had to fight them. But that's not true. I've seen speedruns completely skip them. In my minimum battles Let's Play, I completely skip them. But in this series, we are not going to skip them. All three have some common themes among them. The Fugitive, the Neglected, and the Judged all have the same amount of health, 2,000 on normal, 20,000 on normal, 40,000 on Mania. Each of them resist light, dark, and 2 other elements. The Judged resists wind and earth, the Neglected resists fire and ice, and the Fugitive resists water and lightning. They each also drop a ring. The Fugitive drops a magic ring, Neglected drops a defense ring, and Judged drops an attack ring. I need to test these pieces of equipment out, but I think the attack ring and the defense ring are equivalent to the warrior symbol and guardian symbol that boost their attack and defense by 10%, and I think the magic ring boosts intelligence by 10%. At any rate, usually when there is a video with multiple bosses, I show one boss on normal, then one boss on Mania, and then show a second boss on normal, then the second boss on Mania, and so on. But this time I'm going to do things a little differently. I'm going to show all 3 bosses on normal, then all 3 bosses on Mania. That just makes it easier for makes it easier for me to edit, and all the normal mode bosses, I'm going to be using different teams, while the Mania mode fights, I'm going to be using the same team for all 3. So it will also help the video flow better if I save all the Mania mode fights for the end. Anyway, we're going to start off with the Neglected, and you'll see the normal mode version of that fight shortly. So here I am with the normal mode file, about to fight the Neglected. I think... Okay, Genus doesn't have full health because of the Black Onyx. I'm just gonna quickly have Zelos cast First Aid. Alright, so, what I'm planning for the Neglected, it resists ice and fire, but I still think that using Absolute is worth it in order to get those stuns off. Same reason why I'm still having Rain use Photon. Colette I have on L-range skills, and she's going to be using Torrential Parabol. Meanwhile, Lloyd, I'm not going to use Rising Falcon. Because I think the Neglected of the 3, from what I've seen of the fights, I think it's the one that's most physically inclined, and I need to spend a lot. I need to save time by using long combos with Lloyd and Colette in order to make room for in order to give time for Genus and Rain to get their spells off. So I'm gonna be using. So I'm going to be using a combo of Sword Rain Alpha, Beast, Sword Rain. It lasts a long time, it has a lot of hits. It also ends with a Beast, which knocks it down, but I'm not really worried about that because both Photon and Absolute can stand the boss back up. Regarding equipment, Lloyd has this, let's see here. I think this is for Lightning Tiger. Because it resists, the pair of elements that they resist are also the elements that they're going to be using. So before the fight with... Yeah. So in that case, instead of using the Sardonyx, I'm going to equip... is the Aqua Cape one? Right, I'm going to give Lloyd the Aqua Cape so he can resist water and to resist ice. And... okay, Rain has Elemental Circlet for fire. I should give someone Penguinous Gloves. Let's give Rain the Penguinous Gloves. Yeah, I'll give Rain the Penguinous Gloves, and okay, Genus has Star Bracelet. I'll give Colette the Star Circlet for fire resist. Okay. So that's it for techs and equipment regarding X skills. I don't think they're that important. Well, I have Colette on EXP plus all, mostly just to give these 3 fights a bit more experience to the normal mode team, since they're getting pretty close. Yeah, Genus and Rain are fine. Wait, I can think I could. I'm not going to use unison attacks in this fight, so no matter. One last thing before we start this battle. Lloyd gets the Material Blade shortly before these battles, and Lloyd also gets the title Eternal Swordsman right beforehand. If Lloyd has obtained the title Eternal Swordsman and is equipped with the Material Blade, he is able to use his Mystic Art if his health is in the red, and you use the attack, guard, and art button at the same time. I don't plan to use it, but since I have the Material Blade equipped, it is an option. All that out of the way, let's get into battle with the Neglected on normal. I reflect the bitterness that lies in the depths of your hearts. Will you face your darkness? Yeah. Then be devoured by darkness.
Not much of a specimen.
Pretty good.
Torrential ice of frost. Are you okay?
Torrential fireball.
First aid.
Tiger Blade. Sword Blade. Beast. Sword Blade.
Merciless embrace of frost to take you.
Tiger Blade. Sword Blade. Beast. Sword Blade.
Absolute. Are you okay? First aid.
Torrential fireball. Sword Blade. Beast. Sword Blade.
Dwarven vow number 7. Justice and love will always win.
Oh, I hate that saying.
That was the Neglected on normal. You see it used some fire and ice spells, but it's the main damage was from its non-elemental attacks. Keep that in mind for the Mania mode fights later. We're going to take on the Fugitive next on normal. Alright, so here I am about to battle the Fugitive. This time, instead of Genus and Rain, I'm bringing Sheena and Zelos. So Zelos is going to be on long-range magic. So he'll be casting, and he will be casting, right now I have Air Thrust. Yeah, that's fine, as long as it's not Thunderblade. Sheena's on front lines. I've just disabled Demon Seal and Pyre Seal so that Sheena doesn't knock the Fugitive out of the combo. Colette, I need to change these up. I don't want her using the Parabol text because it's part lightning. Instead, I'm gonna let her use not Grand Chariot. Stardust Cross. Alright, I'll let her use Ray Satellite, Triple Ray Satellite, Ring Whirlwind, Ring Cyclone, and Stardust Cross. And Lloyd, instead of using Beast Sword Rain, I'm using Raining Tiger Blade. That way, I don't hit the Fugitive out of any combos, and Colette and Sheena can keep attacking. I don't think I need to use unison attacks this way. As far as equipment, I've put the Fairy Ring on Lloyd to cut his TP consumption in half. So I've given Colette the Emerald Ring instead. Sheena, I've given the Black Onyx to give her more health, as well as the Elemental Circlet for water resistance. And Zelos has the Rare Shield for water resist, and Sardonyx for lightning resist. It's also Blue Talisman for some more defense. X skills, just make sure. Blood Spear is good. Chivalry's fine, though I think I want to change this up a little. Yeah, because he's a caster in this fight, so we want... yeah, since he's a caster, I'm going to switch his X skills up so he has Reprise and Guard Plus. Might as well give him Overlimit as well. And that's about it for the Fugitive. Let's take him on normal. I feed off the fear and selfishness that lives in the hearts of men. Will you offer your selfishness to me? Yes. Fall into deep, pleasant sleep inside of me.
This is gonna be a peep. It's a cake. Here you go. Tempest. Guardian.
Serpent run! Forcia!
Ready for
Why
this?
just me?
Air Rain Alpha. Raining Tiger Blade. Tate. Tate. Serpent Tiger Blade.
Forcia!
This raining Tiger Blade. Tate. Tiger Blade. Sword Rain Alpha. Rain. I was just warming up.
And here you have the Fugitive on normal. Let's see the Judged. Alright, and here I am about to fight the Judged on normal. See, I have now swapped my party around again. Instead of using Sheena and Zelos, I'm using Persea and Regal. Regarding techs, I've put Demonic Chaos on Lloyd. The main reason is because I'm playing this fight without any real dedicated healers. I mean, Regal does have a healing spell, but they're not very good. So I will be using a unison attack to end this fight really, really quickly. So I have Lloyd with Demonic Chaos, Regal with Eagle Rage. Together, that makes the compound unison Wormwrath, which I think holds the distinction of the strongest non-elemental compound unison in the game. And then Colette's using Ring Cyclone, and Persea's using Endless Infliction. Regarding techs, I should disable all of the Earth ones, but Rising Tiger, Infliction, Endless Infliction, disable Beast. That should be fine. And now Colette, I'm putting her on L-range skills again. I want her using nothing but Torrential Parabol. Just make sure, yeah. X skills, because I'm planning to use a Unison attack, I should make it as strong as possible. Tough and Eternal, make Unison Force. Regal has Guilt. Yep. Other things regarding equipment. I've decided to put the defense ring on Colette. I want to see what it does. Persea has Blue Talisman, as well as Flare Cape to resist Earth. Colette has Elemental Circlet to resist Earth and Wind. And Regal has a Thunder Cape to resist Wind as well. Alright, let's take on the Judged on normal. All life bears sin when it is born. Will you face your sin? Yes. Then sinners be judged.
I don't care for pointless battles.
Devastation. Dual punishment. Endless
chaos. Tiger blade. Here we go.
Ring cyclone.
Demonic chaos. Eagle rage.
Endless infliction.
You ready? All right.
And that was the Judged on normal. All three of these fights were very short, very easy. Let's see what happens on Mania. Here I have the Mania mode file, about to take on the Neglected. You see that my party, as I said before, I'm going to be using the same party for all three fights. This one I'm going to go with, I'm going to be playing as Kratos. Colette and Lloyd are both going to be on L-range skills, and Rain is going to be on L-range magic. I'm playing as Kratos primarily just because I need to de-rust, because it has been a long time since I've played as him with Aerial Spell. I mean, I have played with Zelos recently, but while they share almost all of their techs, their normals are actually quite a bit different, and I had different X skill setups with them. So I have Aerial Spell with Kratos. Colette, I have Life Thief and Spirit Thief, alongside Life Up and Spirit Up. Lloyd, he's on the long-range support setup, so we have Dodge, Spirit, Add Combo, and Follow-Up, which gives us Relax and Technical. And Rain has Lucky Magic and Quick Spell. Regarding equipment, one thing that I'm doing for the Mania mode file, but I'm not doing for the normal mode file, is you'll notice that Kratos has a Force Ring equipped. The enemy that drops the Force Ring, you can't actually fight him yet. However, the Reflect Ring that Origin dropped, you can use a Rune Bottle on the Reflect Ring to get a Force Ring. I did something similar before when I used the Rune Bottle on a Resist Ring to get a Protect Ring, so that I had two of them. The Force Ring has the same upsides as the Protect Ring without the downsides, so I can resist non-elemental attacks without being weak to any elements. And then Kratos has Star Shield for fire resistance on top of that, Yadamir for some regeneration, Rare Helm for lightning resistance. This will come into play against the Fugitive. Meanwhile, Colette, I've given Holy Circlet for health regeneration, Penguiness Gloves for ice resist, Emerald Ring for reducing TP consumption, and then Lloyd and Rain both have Fairy Rings. One advantage of getting Kratos back is that he comes equipped with a second Fairy Ring. So now, two characters can get half TP reduction, and one can get a third TP reduction. Meanwhile, Lloyd is equipped with Star Mail for fire resist, Rare Helm for lightning resist. He has the Claw Gauntlet on right now. For the Judged, I'll probably be swapping to the rare Gauntlet for Earth Resist. Meanwhile, he also has Spirit Ring for TP regeneration. And Rain has the Holy Staff for health regeneration, Black Onyx for more health, and the Elemental Circlet for Fire, Water, Earth, and Wind resist, which at least one of those elements comes into play in all 3 fights. Regarding Unison attack, like on normal, I think I'm only going to be using a Unison attack on the Judged, and I'll be using it. And I'll be using Thunder Tiger Blade between Super Lightning Blade and Twin Tiger Blade. And that's, as far as strategy is concerned, I think I'm going to be doing something similar for every fight. Just my choices of text for Kratos might change a little. I probably won't be using Lightning Blade or Super Lightning Blade for the Fugitive because it resists lightning. And I may be doing more spell canceling and less aerial spell use on the Judged because it resists Earth. But otherwise, I think I can do the same similar strategy for all 3. With that out of the way, let us... Actually, hold on. I should need to change my cooking. I want miso stew, and Sheena's the best cook. Alright. With all that out of the way, this will be the Neglected, Fugitive, and Judged on Mania. Let's go.
Not much of a specimen. Here!
Damage guard! Dizzy.
Demonic chaos!
Light Spear! Super Light
Demonic
Demon Fang!
chaos!
Light! Photon!
Demonic
Torrential
chaos!
Parabol!
Light Spear! Super Light!
Demonic chaos!
Light Spear!
Torrential
Demon Fang!
Parabol!
Photon!
Demonic chaos!
Torrential Parabol!
Guardian!
Demonic chaos!
Are you okay?
Torrential Parabol!
Demonic chaos!
Never had a chance.
Huh. I did not know going into this fight that the Neglected could use Thunder Arrow. I guess those rare helms actually came into play. I think if Lloyd wasn't wearing one, he would have died. But, you learn something new every day. Alright, I'm about to fight the Fugitive now. Yeah, those rare helms, I mean, they're gonna be more important now. The only thing I'm doing is I'm gonna swap the Star Shield for the Rare Shield so that Kratos can resist water. Yeah. Alright. I think that's it for changing my strategy. Actually, hold on. Regarding text, I still want Colette on long-range skills, but instead of Torrential Parabol, I'm gonna want her using Stardust Cross, because it's non-elemental. Alright. Now let's get into... let's get into the battle with the Fugitive on Mania. Just,
Don't get too comfortable.
I got it.
Stardust
Demonic
rock.
chaos!
Light spear. Will work.
Photon.
Demonic chaos!
Stardust rock.
Demonic chaos!
Stardust
Are you
rock.
okay?
Light
First aid.
spear. Demon fang.
Demonic chaos!
Tricky.
Demonic chaos!
Stardust rock.
Light spear.
Demonic
Light
chaos!
spear. Light spear.
Damage guard.
Are you okay?
Demonic
First
chaos!
aid.
Stardust
Light spear.
rock.
Demon fang.
Demonic chaos!
Tricky.
Are you okay? First aid.
Demonic chaos!
Enemies deserve no mercy.
Right, that was the Fugitive on Mania. Let's go to the Judged. Alright, and here I am about to fight the Judged on Mania. Same team. The only difference is I've modified the equipment again. Kratos is now equipped with the rare gauntlet. Yes, Kratos and Zelos can equip gauntlets as well as shields, so that he has Earth Resist. Lloyd also has a rare gauntlet equipped for Earth Resist, and I've removed the Penguinist gloves for the Dropnir because I don't think Colette needs Ice Resist anymore. Meanwhile, Rain has, because I could swap up to Dropnir for Colette, I've put Shield Ring on Rain. And also, Colette no longer needs Stardust Cross. You can use Torrential Parallel again. Alright. Now, let's take on the Judged, and like... Hold on. Do I want... You know what, I think I'm gonna put, I'm gonna go with Unison Force with Colette, I think. They're gonna go with Tough, Eternal. I think this is Unison Force, but I'm not sure. Huh. Anyway, she still has Life Thief and Life Hook. If this isn't Unison Force, I'll know after this fight. Let's get into the battle.
Not much of a specimen.
Demonic chaos!
Tricky.
Torrential
Are you
Parallel.
okay? First aid.
Light spear. Super lightning. Light
Demonic
spear.
chaos!
Ready? First aid.
Torrential
Demonic
Parallel.
chaos!
Are
Tricky.
you okay? First aid.
Light spear.
Demonic
Super
chaos!
light.
Torrential Parallel.
Light spear. Super light.
Demonic chaos!
Light spear.
Demonic
Light
chaos!
spear.
Parable.
Super light. Light spear.
Demonic
Follow me.
chaos!
Ring Cyclone.
Super lightning blade.
Holy Lance.
Twin Tiger Blade!
Follow it up.
Come on! All right!
I don't see new Compound X skill discovered, so I guess Colette just doesn't get Unison Force. I learned that today, too. This has been Draco Flame 67 with the Tales of Symphonia Boss Tour Remastered. We had 3 very easy, optional bonus bosses. The next video will be a required fight, but some ways it might be even easier than these guys, and I don't even know if it counts as a boss fight. At any rate, I will be calling it a mandatory move Mania. Those of you who know the boss those of you who know who I'm talking about, you know. If you don't, tune in next time.